I'm thinking soft shell crab. It's so tasty. So I was just checking to see what's on hand that may make a good garnish for a pan-fried soft shell crab.
Crab meat is my favorite protein from the sea, even stacked against lobster. And it's expensive, but with soft shell, you get a nice portion of crab meat for a reasonable price. Soft crab has a season from late spring through the summer. I begin looking for them after the full moon of May, or April if the full moon is late in the month. In Louisiana, the price starts at around $4 each and increases with size. Gone are the days of buying soft-shell crab for less than $2 each. A smaller medium soft shell is a fair portion for one person. I serve my family 2 each with some on the side as spares, and usually on toast points, but I've also used polenta cakes, artichoke bottoms, and arugula lettuce as a base for soft shell. I have one friend with fond memories of visiting his grandmother's house. As soon as he got there, he'd say, "Maman, can I have a soft-shell crab sandwich?" They are so good in sandwiches. His were on sandwich bread, but you can also find soft-shell poor boy sandwiches in restaurants and homes. So I'm thinking soft-shell crab for this demonstration, but I want something simple to prepare. Ugh, decisions, decisions. Hey, let's ask G.
What do you think about cooking soft shell crab?
If you can cook a hamburger, you can cook a soft shell crab.
I agree. It's really easy. 2 packages of chanterelle mushrooms. Aren't I lucky? You can't always get them. Yum, yum. Thank you, ma'am. You're from Mississippi? Wow. Hi, are you from Louisiana?
Yes, ma'am. Born and raised in New Orleans.
Okay, now look at these little beauties. Sorry about the jiggling. How do you like to cook them?
Fried. I take and remove the back flap. I remove the lungs. I also cut off the eyes, and then I remove the water bag.
And the water bag is behind the head?
It's under the top, and you just pull it out. But now, these are not clean. These are still cooked.
Yeah, I'll do it.
You want to have that?
Thank you. So here I am back at home in Minna's Humble Cajun kitchen with my goodies from the farmer's market. Here we have the chanterelle mushrooms. You know, they have this tender but wider head and this gorgeous golden color. Back here are the eggs I got from the farmer's market. See this blue one? These have the best yolks. Whatever the breed is. They are not great laying hens, so he doesn't get them very often. So I've already broken open one of the brown eggs. Look at the color of this thing. Now this is not your supermarket egg. The peaches I got, look at these beauties. If you could smell them. Here are the soft shells. This is the back. Because of this shape, I know that this soft shell is a female. I've removed one of the soft shells because that one will be frozen. And then I use this mixture of salt and red pepper. I think you can buy it all over the country, like so many products. Steen's cane syrup is one. Whew, I love that stuff. And it has more iron than other kinds of syrups, so it's good for you. A gastroenterologist mentioned that to me. So I have it on good authority. Okay, Here's my bag of soft shell crabs. You see, this is the one that I just wrapped. Seasoned it first. Then I put it in here. And I take a little straw and suck the air out of the Ziploc bag. At this point, you see I've got some things out. A semi-mise en place. I'm going to use garlic in the oil. And here's how I do garlic to get the paper off. I've seen a million cook shows with different ways of getting garlic mashed. Cajuns had a better idea a long time ago, and it is this thing. It mashes garlic. I mean, why make a paste? I have several of these. This is probably 30 years old or more. Look, here's another one. You see? You put your garlic in it and push through. For some of them, you don't even need to remove the paper. You can't just cut garlic. You have to mash it to get the flavor. You'll get, if you mash one garlic pod or two, you'll get more garlic flavor than if you cut a whole head of garlic. Okay, so I've added that. I'm saving the lemon for last. I'm just going to use a little butter like this. I'll start warming the pan. Putting it on a medium flame. No rocket science yet, huh? Okay, I made a boo-boo, and I was talking away and explaining about cooking this soft shell, and I had taken a photo, but the video wasn't moving. Okay, as you can see, I've already turned it over. The challenge to cooking a soft shell is to get the middle, which is the thickest part, well done, without totally overcooking the claws and legs. This is on a medium heat. Sometimes I kind of move it so that I can have the body over the heat, and there's less heat over here continuing to cook the claws. I love cooking in this black iron cookware. I have collected mine over the years. I didn't buy the brand that's out there that starts with an L, only because I don't like the way the cooking surface looks. I found this in a little antique store in a tiny town in Texas. And I went into an antique store and I saw this for less than $20. The cooking surface is satiny smooth. Okay, I just added 2 mushrooms. I didn't do anything to them. Once the crab is cooked and out of the pan, I'll add more butter. Look at those beauties. Golden chanterelle. Okay, as you can see, I'm adding the chanterelles to the same pan I cooked in. Although I did use a paper toweling to take out some of the crusty things that might burn on the bottom and impart a little sharp flavor. But this is basically olive oil, butter, and chanterelle mushrooms. Mushrooms get started. They probably are not started enough. However, I've got the salt out. I'm doing it. All things can happen in Minna's humble kitchen. Okay, I'm just letting the mushrooms go. There's one of the soft shell crabs all finished. It has a few more minutes to go, and then I'll beautify the plate with these chanterelle mushrooms and finish the presentation. We're just about done. All right, now garnish this with chopped parsley. And there we have it, a completed soft shell crab. Not hard, in fact, very easy, and to die for. Bon appetit.
Please note that I have not mentioned deep frying. I don't care how many restaurants offer deep-fried soft shell. It's a bad idea. If you do that, a sweet little crab has lost its life for nothing. Deep frying strips out all the delicate flavor and cooks the crap out of the legs and claws and everything. Don't do it. In fact, I plan to petition the Louisiana legislature to make it a felony to deep fry a soft-shell crab. That is my last word on the subject.
To show you the difference, this one is a male. See the difference in the shape of the apron, which is the hinged flap on the back? It's just pointed. Kind of a phallic symbol. Whatever. Some people remove it before cooking. It doesn't matter to me. It does not have an objectionable flavor. For this one, I'm not even using kitchen shears. I'm just barely cutting off the eyes. You see? And discarding. Once both eyes are removed, I'm going to poke right here to make sure that little bladder will not pop in the pan because it's already pierced. Once again, I have just seasoned them with a combination of salt and red pepper, and then toss them around in flour or very fine corn flour to prepare them for the pan. Just get the stuff on there and into the pan you go. Here are two that I've transferred out of the frying pan into a smaller pan with paper toweling under them, and I'm going to slip them into a 280-degree oven to keep warm and so that the middle will get a little more solid without burning the claws while I just do other things in the kitchen. A plate of artichoke bottoms. Here's the pan that the mushrooms were sauteed in. It's butter, garlic, and lemon juice. Well, barely any lemon juice yet. I'm throwing in half a cup or a little less of almonds. Okay, see how the almonds have gone to a toasty golden color, almost brown. At this point, I will put in the juice of a lemon. I've surrounded the crab and artichoke bottoms with sauteed golden chanterelle mushrooms. Now here goes a dusting of finely chopped parsley. Okay. I've taken the almondine sauce off the burner. In fact, I put it into this white bowl because the almonds were getting more brown than I like. I prefer a golden color, a toasted color. So the pièce de résistance will be adding the almondine sauce, just drizzling it over this crab recipe. Just drizzle it over. We don't want to have a heart attack, but it is nice to have some sauce on the bottom for that artichoke. Okay, now we've got soft shell crab almondine. Enjoy.